So going into the pet shops, the pet shops also another money-making, generating industry. They sell dogs, cats, birds, rabbits, any kind of a domesticated. I've even seen some pet shops has small lizards that are kept in there. So buying these animals, we would encourage the pet shops to continue to sell these animals. Why we shouldn't buy these animals from pet shops? One thing, it's a very inhumane way the pets actually have been kept in there. I don't know whether you've been to a pet shop. If you go in there, there's one main door. When you go inside, it's already 10 degrees warmer than outside. And they've been kept in very difficult and inhumane conditions. So that's the one reason. And the second reason is we do not know the pets that are sold in there. What's their history? They don't come with a certificate. You just go there, pay the money, and you get the pet, and you have no history of that pet. Where did that come from? Where's the bloodlines come from? There's no that sort of information is provided with you. And then you have the birds. And we have developed this culture. You think many pet shops, if you look at it today, now if you go to near the Belangvila temple, you have 4 new pet shops came in within the last 2 years. Why they bring these pet shops in near a temple? It's because people go there and buy birds. Somehow we developed this idea, going in there and buying birds, go to the temple grounds or the parking lot and releasing them, it's a good thing. Well, I mean, releasing an animal that is trapped in a cage is a good thing. It's not a bird itself. Any animal, you can release it to the open area, it's a good thing. It doesn't limit to a bird itself. But the problem that most of the people don't understand is when you release birds into a metropolitan city where you have a lot of smog, disturbances, vehicles, buildings, there are no vegetations, there are no seeds, there are no worms, the things that the birds like to eat. So eventually what happens is this bird will go on starvation and they'll die anyways. So if the public wants to release the animals, release the birds, what we want to tell you is to take those birds elsewhere. Go away from Colombo, 30, 40 kilometers away. Go into an area where you have a lot of forestry. That's where birds needs to be, and release them in there instead of releasing into the metropolitan city of Colombo. And many of the problems that we have related to the animals, including the pet shops that are not regulated, there is no structure of any kind how these animals should be kept, how many times you have to feed these animals when you're at the pet shop, how much food would you give to these animals. All those things has to be incorporated into some form of a structured, regulated program. That's why it is important for us to have the animal welfare bill. Bringing the bill actually will resolve most of these issues.